Another person I'm anxious for you guys to meet is Nancy Armstrong. Nancy, start coming on up. Nancy has a very interesting story to tell and a great accent to go along with it. Thank you, Nancy.
Well, first off, let me welcome all of you. And for those of you who weren't at the first Tea Party, I'm the lady who brought this to Kansas. I bugged people like Susan, and I bugged Bob Weeks, and I bugged John Todd until they finally answered me and realized that it was important that Wichita come out and speak up and act up. So I thank you all for being here today. And as Susan told you, I really do have a great accent to go along with my story. I grew up surrounded by the history of the Boston Tea Party, if you can't tell. I was born in downtown Boston, Massachusetts in 1959. I spent many days along the Boston Harbor with my family, the Freedom Trail, retracing Paul Revere's ride. I was fortunate. I visited the Old North Church. I walked through Concord and across the famous bridge many times. I picnicked at Lexington Green. I have seen the resting place of the unknown British soldier from the Revolutionary War. I am an original. Growing up among the history of the Tea Party and the Revolutionary War, my life was always filled with a sense of duty to our country, flag, our Declaration of Independence, and the Constitution. So one day, with wanderlust in my 19-year-old eyes and a couple years of college behind me, I left home. I left the safety of my home and the safety of all that history, and I joined the United States Navy. I served my country for 13 years. I unfortunately had my career cut short. I had planned to serve our country for as many years until I at least made 20. It didn't work out that way. However, during those 13 years, I traveled to foreign ports. I met people in other countries. I met people all over the United States. Okay. But every time I left the United States and I saw the other countries, I always yearned for home. But I always knew that I was out there serving my country and serving the people I see standing here today. I've never stopped serving my country. I've still served my country today. I'm a grassroots veterans advocate. I've helped veterans right here in Wichita, Kansas, and I've helped veterans all across the country. And I see the Tea Party today, the Tea Party we had in February, and everything that this means as another way of me serving my country. And I never intend to stop serving my country and serving the people that are sitting here, standing here, and are speaking up and acting up and letting Washington, D.C. know that they are on notice. They are on notice as of today. And I'm going to tell you one thing. This Bostonian wants them to know that they are on notice, and I'm not going to forget. And as of 2 days ago, I became a homeland terrorist. Well, you know what? You don't scare me. I'm not going to stop. And I ask one thing and one thing only of everybody sitting here. Sometime this year, we don't have a set date yet, we will be marching on Washington, D.C. I ask those who can attend that you follow me to D.C. and that we march arm in arm and let them know that the state of Kansas is there. Now that's only part of the story. I left a little bit out, and Susan would probably yell at me if I don't tell it, so I will tell this part. I know that other people have heard what I've heard, that this is partisan, that this is about politics. It's not about politics. This time last year, I was on the campaign trail volunteering for Hillary Clinton. And here I stand today, standing up for this country, standing for fiscal responsibility and conservatism. This protest has never been about partisanship. It will never be about partisanship. It's about being an American patriot. Washington, D.C., MSNBC, CNN, and the others who say this is partisan, it's not. As of today, you are on notice. This is a multi-partisan protest. And we are American patriots, and we will never be silenced.